So that's the end of the 14-day creatine experiment. I trained 6 days on, 1 day off throughout this 2-week period, and I took in 5 grams of creatine a day. And right now I'm going to take this opportunity to give you my full review of actually using it from actually never using it before. Now, I also did try on one particular day. I did about 15 grams of creatine just to see what it was like by taking quite a large amount. That was not a good experience. It's just too heavy on the stomach, and it was just too much creatine at once. But I just wanted to try it anyway, so I don't advise that. But other than that, that was the only bad experience that I had with creatine. Now, one thing that I did do was I increased my overall water intake by about 1.5 liters a day, so that definitely benefited a lot. And other than that, the main things that I noticed with creatine was, and this was just like, I went for so long without ever using creatine. I was getting the same sort of results in the gym. From this 14 days that I took creatine, keep in mind this is a couple of days after. I just wanted to see what it was like with a couple of days off creatine. First of all, it did not give me massive results, not as if I put on a load of muscle. However, whilst I was taking creatine, first thing that I noticed was whenever I was doing my sets, I would do a certain amount of reps, and usually at a point where I think I'd be finished on the set, because I always train to failure, so I just go until I can't do anymore. Say I was doing some rope curls, I would have been expecting about 7 reps max. Whenever I did it with the rope and had creatine, and I got to about the 7th rep, I ended up banging out about another 2 reps. So creatine definitely, and this wasn't just on one day, that was on my first day. Every single day after that, my reps just kept going up. It was just like you have an extra boost of energy in the muscles. So I definitely noticed increased reps. I also noticed at the rate in which I could get a pump. Usually whilst doing arms, say you're just trying to get pumped up, or even with legs, this was with any muscle group I trained. Whenever I actually jumped in and started doing the set, I just noticed immediately the blood just gets straight in the muscle. You get pump pretty quickly whilst using creatine. And the pump after the workout lasts way longer than whenever you're not using creatine. And the final thing that I noticed was just an overall slight boost in endurance. So although you could do more reps, just by the whole period of time that I was doing my workouts, I didn't have that drain and feeling that I usually have. Like, I'll push so hard throughout every single set that I do, every single exercise. Once you get about 3/4 of the way through my workout, you can feel definitely a sense of tiredness. With the creatine, I noticed it just gives you that slight boost, and it's not like a energy drink where you'll shoot up in energy and then crash. Just like a slight boost, and just it stays very consistent. So as you can tell from that already, I have a lot of positive things to say about creatine, and definitely I would recommend it. One thing that I would say though is try and sort of start off slowly with it. I just wanted to jump in and try what it's like. I definitely would say that small people, like who are skinny, just starting off in the gym, you definitely do not need 5 grams of creatine a day. Try 2 or 3 grams, you know, just start off low and slightly build from there. But as far as creatine goes, with my own experience, nothing negative. Definitely don't be going in the higher range of it. Stay around about 5 grams, I'd say solid for most people. Increase that water, 1.5 liters to 2 liters a day, increase in water. Obviously depending on yourself. If you're fucking tiny, then just a small bit of water. If you're huge, then you might want to increase your water even further than that. Other than that, no negative experience. Definitely good results with it. As far as my future use will go, I definitely will be using it in the future, but I'll keep you updated throughout my vlogs and different things at what stages I am using it. Right now, I'll not be using it, so we'll see what happens from here. Other than that, that's my creatine experiment review. 14 days, 5 grams a day. Boom!